Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Thursday and a great week. Well, as you can see, we have an unbagging. That means we have a review. So let's find out what is in the bag. See if I can get... Ouch, that hurt. Kind of packaged weird. We got another one that's packaged weird. I just didn't want to cut into what was in there. You know, these scissors, they work and then they don't work, and you know, so I save them for this kind of thing, but never can tell. Get it out of the bag here, maybe. Holy cow. I don't know why they decided to put it in the bag sideways, but yeah, it's a piece of work here. Alright, we have two Joy Sunday kits, and they come today from GBFKE, and if they have any specials, any discount codes, or if I have any, they'll be right in here and in the description box below. So let's start with this first one, and it is called Lakeside, and it is a 14 count, 50 by 38. If I can get it undone here. Oh my goodness. They made the bag right around that puppy. Alright, as you can see, it's a partial, but yeah, we have a lot going on here. But isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And it looks like, for the most part, it's a lot of half cross stitches. So we'll have to look at the excuse me, the paper pattern and the canvas and figure out what's going on. It has very nominal back stitching. I don't know if you can see it down here and there and a little bit in the trees, but not a whole bunch. This picture, I don't know if it's bad or, you know, or how it's actually going to look. Let me flip that over, but you see it looks like a lot of half cross stitches in this. It is 232 stitches wide by 171 high. This paper pattern is broke down into 6 parts. And let's take a, trying to bend the bottom that was turned up underneath. We have a total of 52 colors. So you have 52 colors in full cross. You have 3 in French knot and 11 of those colors are also in half cross stitch, and 3, 6, 9, and 11 colors in back stitch. We have 2 separate sets of numbers. Top set goes to the paper pattern, the bottom set goes to the canvas. Let's see if we know any of these colors. For the most part, they seem pretty light. We have 815, which is a brick red. We have that 3799, which is a pewter color. And we're using B5200 for the white. There is no 310 black, so that 3799 is the darkest. But you have some branches here. Nothing on that page. But it does look like half cross stitch. It could be full, you know, in a light pale color. So we're just going to have to take a look here. I see this right running along here is all half cross stitch. So not real clear. It'll be different, but it certainly doesn't have a lot of defining back stitch for this. So here we are. Let's take a look at the colors. Comes on the lovely thread card with all your information on it. You've seen these before. Has the product number. We have 2 needles here. Get these apart. So we have some teals. There's that 3799, B5200. But light pale colors, some greens, There's that 815 brick red. You have 826, which is a darker red over here. So there are some brighter colors within, but yeah. So I just thought the pattern looked different than anything I'd ever seen. Put that up there, out of our way. We're going to take a look at the canvas. Canvas has not been wet. Let me fold it out here. So all this blue you see around here, that's all half cross stitch. There's some more half cross stitch, like for the shadowing of the edge and in the background. Nice big readable key, which is nice. So all the full cross stitch numbers go across here and up to here. Then you have your 3 French knots. You have your back stitching numbers here, and these from here to here are your half cross stitches. But very nicely printed, very easy to see symbols. I kind of get lost in all that half cross stitch though. That symbol looks like this, but I'll turn it the right way. So it's like 4 squares and 2 of them are dark and the other 2 are white. Yeah, that's exactly the way it looks on the canvas. So it can be a little confusing sometimes. Let's see how it is serged all the way around. It is a little over 19.5 inches, or a little over 49.5 centimeters. This is a full canvas. 37 centimeters, or a little over 14.5 inches. The actual picture size is a little over 11 3/4 inches, or 30 centimeters, by 42 centimeters, or a little over 16.5 inches. And it is a partial because you do not stitch where this white part is, just where there are symbols. So yeah, I don't know how this is all going to come out, but there's a lot of half cross stitch in this. This whole thing here, except for that yellow, is all half cross stitch around here and around the vignette of the picture, or vignette, I'm not sure how you say it. Okay, the next one is 38 by 49. It is a Joy Sunday, and it was also $11.54. And we have a turned up edge. It doesn't hurt anything at all. Pull this out, put that up there. And this is called Butterfly Love Flower 415. So, yeah, it's got some, I believe those are lotus. They could be something else. If you know what kind of flower that is, let me know in the comments below. It does have some Chinese stamps on here in the background. So yeah, so your main focus is the butterflies and all their beautiful colors. So yeah, let's see what we got going on in here. Maybe, baby. Trying to find the list. Okay. So, we have 48 total colors. You have 39 of those colors in full cross stitch. You have 12 colors in half stitch, and 1 in French knot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 colors in back stitch. You have 2 sets of numbers. This set goes to the paper pattern. This set goes to the canvas. It is 168 stitches wide by 224. And we have 310 black. I'm not seeing anything else I know. No 939, no 823. We have that 996, which is that beautiful turquoise color that I love. Darker turquoise. And they're using 3865 B5200 and a crew for your white. So it'll be interesting. And it is broke down into, let me see, does it say? Well, this is a page 2. So you get to do back stitching in those stamps and around the flowers. We'll just put it there. I haven't found out how many pages. Beautiful butterflies. Not sure how that, maybe the whole background or most of the background is half cross stitch. A little bit more back stitching than the last one. So you go around all those stamps, but the colors and the stitches underneath that, like right in this area and across, except for this, I'll call it a frame for lack of what it really is. That's all half cross stitch in the background. So if you like half cross stitch, you will love this. So it's broke down into 9 parts. It was right there. I'm sorry. So very nice. Let's take a look at the colors. And that will make that background go a lot faster since it is in half cross stitch. So it'll be different. Yeah. These are 2 different kits. I've never seen them before. Does come with the 2 needles and on the good thread card. Beautiful purple. It's like a dark jelly bean purple. Gorgeous. There's your 3 colors for white that I told you about. So we got tans, browns, rusts, peaches, yellows. Here is that 996 I was telling you about. I love that. I just love it. Almost as much as I like B50 or 550 purple. Yeah. Just gorgeous. So some reds, not reddish. They're more on the orange tone, like a dark coral, a medium salmon, but it's got more orange than pink. I'm trying to get my hand through there so I can hold it up. This is all the 310 black you have, so it's a total of 2 full strands. So that's not so bad. So yeah, I think it'll be beautiful. Just beautiful. Put that up there. And if I started this, I have no idea where I'd start it because most of this background is half cross stitch. Nicely printed. It does have the name up here and how many stitches per stitch. But nice big huge key. All this right here is your half cross stitch. You have 39 colors that are, I'll do that, sorry. Changed my mind. The full stitch colors are all here and turning. And then it goes down to here. And on this side you have your French knot and your back stitch. So yeah, very nicely done. These are easier to see the half cross stitch than the last kit. So very nice. Very nice. And it has not been wet at all either. It is serged all the way around, typical Joy Sunday fashion. And it is 48 centimeters or a little over, excuse me, between a cough and a sneeze. I'm sorry. Try this one more time. Even I got lost. 48 centimeters or a little over 18 3/4 inches. And this way is 15 inches or 38, almost 38.5 centimeters. The actual picture is 12 inches or 30.5 centimeters by, looks like close to 16 inches or 40.5 centimeters. So it's nice size. I think parts of it is, it's not a full coverage. These white little spots here, I don't believe you stitch those. So it's kind of got a white on white, you know, like they used to make white on white shirts. So the background is going to be muted. So I think it'll be beautiful, though. I do like it. So it'll be interesting how this all comes together. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know if I'll start with half cross stitches or what. But we're going to start this one today at 1. So join me then. That is all I got from GBFKE. Thank you, GBFKE. I do love them both. But I'm going to start that one today. So now GBFKE does have diamond painting, cross stitch, and paint by number. They have tools and crafts for all of that. And they always have great prices, great selection. And I'm sure, I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure they'll have a summer sale of some kind. So look for that. Do check them out. Thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.